Let me set the scene for you. First quarter, 8:33 left. The Detroit Lions are on the 32-yard line, down 3, early in the game against the Steelers. After 2 back-to-back false start penalties, the Lions have gone from 3rd and 6 on the 22-yard line to 3rd and 16 on the 32-yard line. Lined up with 3 wide receivers, 1 running back, and 1 tight end, the Lions are preparing to attack this 3rd down. Let's watch the play. The Lions run the football. You know a guy, I know a guy, everybody knows a guy that is now currently screaming at the Detroit Lions coaching staff. He's cursing Jim Bob Cooter. He's cursing Jim Caldwell. Why on earth, with 16 required yards, would the Lions run the football? Why? It makes no sense. It's silly. You're not going to get 16 yards on the ground. Look how quickly he got tackled. That's the 3rd string running back anyways. Why are you running the football? That's what that guy would say. But he's wrong. Why is he wrong? Why on 3rd and 16 are we doing a play that results in a 1-yard run? That's what this video is about here. Not just this one play, but football scenario, football strategy, and the chess game of football. So let's break it down. It is the first quarter. This is not the time to take risk. Okay? It is a 3-0 game after you held the Steelers to 3 points on their first drive. Now, you got the ball all the way down to the 22-yard line, but back-to-back penalties killed the drive. 3rd and 16 in the NFL might as well be 3rd and 53. You're not getting it. You are not going to convert 3rd and 16 on any kind of consistent basis. I doubt the percentage is higher than 10% at all in the NFL against any team. Replace Pittsburgh with any team, any defense. Pick the worst defense in the NFL. You're not going to be able to convert 3rd and 16 routinely against them at all. So, what is the answer? Okay, you're in field goal range. You have Matt Prater, who is the best kicker in the NFL as far as I'm concerned. Definitely top 5 kind of guy. Definitely accurate at this range, no doubt. Okay? There's no reason to force the football here into the end zone. Okay? 16 yards is a lot of ground. The defense knows that you can only go so far behind them. You can't really just launch a deep ball behind them after somebody gets by because you're only 30 yards out. So the farthest, they really only have to defend 30 yards, as opposed to if this was on the other side of the field, now they have to worry about the deep, deep ball because of Stafford's arm talent. That doesn't exist here. 30 yards, half of it is what you need to get. Okay? It doesn't make sense to try and force the football here this early in the game. So what are the Lions going to do? They're going to run the draw. It's low risk. Okay? You're not really going to mess up a handoff that many times in a game. And okay, cool, 1 yard. Fine. Look, we got away with points after getting back-to-back penalties. That's fine. Let's fast forward to later on in the game. The Steelers throw an incomplete pass here on 2nd and 12 in a 1-point game. Steelers are up 1, 10-9 as they're approaching the 2-minute drill. Okay? They've already tried their deep ball here. Okay? They took their shot on 2nd down. They try and go after Justin Hunter. Can't get the football, and Darius Slay almost intercepts the ball. So now what is the situation? Okay? Both teams have 3 timeouts. We are in the 2-minute drill. There's about 1:52 left on the clock. It's stopped. Okay, it is 3rd down, and the Steelers, let's pause here, are on their own 23-yard line. Okay, so now you're in a situation where if you try and force a pass against the Lions here on 3rd and 12, and it gets intercepted, you might be giving Matt Stafford 3 timeouts and only 30 yards to go. That's an issue, and that's not something you want to do going into halftime. You're trying your 2-minute drill. You didn't get it on 1st down. 2nd down, you throw the incomplete pass. Now it's 3rd and 12, and the Lions know that a pass is coming. Okay? You can't force this ball down the field. I know you want to see a throw to the line of scrimmage or deeper, but guys, it's not going to work because the Lions are prepared for it, and we're going to get into examples as to why it's so hard to do this in the NFL. What the Steelers decide to do is they go after this, some call it a tunnel screen. It really is just getting a ball on a safe throw to one of their playmakers while everybody else tries to block. So what's going to happen is you see Antonio Brown to the top of the screen. Le'Veon Bell was on Ben Roethlisberger's left. He's now on the right. And you have 3 wide receivers, one being a tight end, and 2 wide receivers at the bottom of the screen. What's going to happen is those 3 at the bottom and Le'Veon Bell, the running back, are going to explode up the field, and they're not even looking for routes. They're looking to block. Antonio Brown is going to run what's called a drag route. It's going to be coming across the field, very low, probably not even farther than 2 to 3 yards down the field, from left to right, from top to bottom on the screen here. And it's just going to be a simple throw to him, and you're just going to hope a block happens, and you'll hope that Antonio Brown is going to make a play. So let's go ahead and watch this here. Watch as all of them explode up the field. Antonio Brown at the top comes down. Simple throw. Gets some blocks. And then Antonio makes a nice cut up the field. And now you have first down. So now in a situation where 3rd and 12, instead of forcing the football, you go after this kind of bread and butter, 3rd down, 3rd and deep. It's low risk, high reward if he breaks a tackle like we just saw. And he gets the first down instead of forcing a throw, having a turnover occur, and giving Matt Stafford the football with 3 timeouts because he's one of the best in the world at the 2-minute drill. Now, this is a good play, and because of a good result, you're not going to see too many Steelers fans whining about this play, okay? Oh, we got it, Antonio, nice play, first down, yeah, everybody's happy. You know, the good result equals good emotions and confidence in the team's play calling. That's what you're going to see Steelers fans at this play feeling. Yes, got it. We called a quick timeout and get going on the as we move forward here, trying to score before the halftime. And this is kind of highlighting how those receivers were blocking. They're not really looking for routes. You get the block by Juju Smith-Schuster, and then you're good to go. So let's talk about later in this game, okay? 2nd and 18, an incomplete pass into the end zone. Once again, 2nd down, you can take those risks just like prior. We saw the deep ball on 2nd down. Now the situation's changed. Pittsburgh is now down 10-12. It's still a very close game, and this is the first drive out of half, I believe. Actually, no, they got the ball second because Detroit got it first. So, anyways, this is their first drive out of halftime, and they're losing after Detroit comes out and scores a field goal. So 3rd and 18 now, and you're within. I mean, you have to get, as you saw that yellow line, they have to get to the 1-yard line, guys. So it's basically score. You know, you're not really aiming at that point to get to the 1-yard line. So 3rd and 18 now. You're on the 19-yard line, or I don't even know how that would work. 19-yard line. So you're right inside of the red zone, and you're only down 2 points. Once again, most fans want to see an attempt at the end zone here, but I want you to look at how many blue jerseys are playing deep. Go ahead and count that one out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of 11 possible players are going to be playing behind the 10-yard line. You are not getting a ball there. You would be crazy to try throw a ball there. And I got in the biggest Twitter argument with a guy who scouts and writes journalism for football and has gone to scouting academies, and I don't understand how he didn't like this play. They run the same exact play. The Steelers run, I mean, look at it. You have Le'Veon Bell on the right, 3 wide receivers at the top, Antonio Brown on the left side. Remember, it was split before, but Antonio Brown's still on the left. It's the same exact play. He's going to run the drag. They're going to block. But because this time around the result wasn't good, people were complaining. Bad play calling. Horrible job by, I don't even know, Mike Tomlin. I don't even know who the offensive coordinator at this point for the Steelers was. But look, it's the same exact play. But this time, a block gets missed. And we'll go through how a block gets missed, but watch. Same exact play, throw the drag, except this time a big tackle gets made, and now you have Steelers fans losing it. What? Why would you throw the ball 2 yards underneath Antonio Brown? Blah, blah, blah. Guys, they ran the same exact play earlier in the game, and we were happy about it. This is their bread and butter. Oh, it's 3rd and whatever. Let's just get out of a bad situation. Because if we throw an interception here, in this situation, we're still down, and the Detroit Lions had the football. Instead, we go to a bread and butter. Fine, we didn't get anything out of it. Let's kick a field goal. Oh, it's 13-12. We had the lead again. In a close game, those points matter. It is never a bad play if you walk away from the drive with points, okay? Especially in a situation like 3rd and 18 where the drive is over. I want you also to look at this as we progress through the play. At the time of the throw, the person who makes a tackle is at the 10-yard line with not one but 2 Steelers between him and Antonio Brown. He's going to explode because Quandre Diggs is a good nickel cornerback, and he reads this. And also, you see something happen before, it's easy to pick up what's going to happen this time around, okay? So Quandre Diggs sees it, and he's going to explode right past Juju Smith-Schuster. This time the block wasn't there, but now there's Le'Veon Bell right there in position. Just make a block, seal the edge. Antonio Brown gets around, and look, do you see any blue jerseys on the right sideline without a blocker accounting for them? No, you don't. This was one broken tackle away from being possibly a good play and having people really being happy about this play call. But because Le'Veon Bell whiffs on this block and Antonio Brown gets absolutely flipped and demolished on the play, everybody's screaming. The Twitter feeds come out, and everybody's upset at this play call. But the issue is not play call. The issue is execution. And not execution on Le'Veon Bell's part. Execution on the prior plays that got us to 3rd and 18 to begin with. Because in the NFL, when it is 3rd and long, you are not throwing the football successfully. It is not happening, okay? When the defense knows that the pass is coming, especially here, look, early in the game, 3rd and 10, Miami versus New England. I mean, 3rd and 10 isn't completely unmanageable, right? I'm not expecting to draw a screen, but I wanted to show you this play because it is incredibly hard when a defense knows the pass is coming to throw the football. He's going to try and throw a corner out here, and it's just going to be double teamed. They're completely bracketed on him over the top, and Xavier Howard makes a play on the football. When they know the pass is coming and safeties are able to read the quarterback's eyes and cornerbacks know that they have up over top so they can underplay routes, this is what happens, okay? And now, once again, 3rd and 10 with Tom Brady, the greatest quarterback of all time. I get it, but it's not just it's not just the rookies that have a hard time with game speed and the talent of the NFL. It's everybody. When we do this thing to rookies where we say, oh, the arm talent is a little bit too much, or are they going to be able to do it with speed? Yeah, the arm talent's good, but the speed of the NFL, how fast they are, how fast they register things, that goes down to Tom Brady too, okay? So fast forward to later on in the game, 6-0 after it was 3-0, but they scored because of the interception. The Dolphins had the football. They just got sacked. It's now 3rd and 18. They're going to do, once again, the safe thing. Patriots have a lot of people back. People see 3rd and 18 and think, the casual fan thinks, we need to convert this. The Dolphins know the drive is over. Now it is time to limit the damage control. Okay, we're going to throw a quick screen, very low-key screen, very low risk, not really going to get intercepted unless somebody makes a crazy play on the football. And the guy gets about 10 yards anyways, so decent gain. If this was 3rd and 12, he may have gotten it, so maybe a good play call. Once again, you get out of it. You punt the ball back to New England, and you put the pressure that you've been putting on them for a quarter and a half already. Okay? You don't see anybody upset over here. It's good execution. It's okay. It's okay to not convert at times. That's going to happen. And let's flip it right back. Same situation. Tom Brady gets sacked on 2nd down. It is 3rd and 16. And it's the GOAT. It's the greatest offense of all time, the greatest offensive player possibly of all time. And once again, he's going to try and throw a football deep when the NFL defense knows it's coming. And even with him gaining a step, I get it. Brandon Cooks runs an absolutely beautiful deep ball here. And I'm just going to kind of let this play out while I talk. And Bill looks confused. Yeah, he arm punted it, but this ends up in the 50-yard line. So now the Dolphins have a short field with the lead. But watch this double move. Even though he's open, this is a good scenario for the Dolphins in terms of we now have on 3rd and long, a guy has to air it out. Now, granted, the safety does get there late, and you're going to see this on this next play, is that Xavier Howard is playing trail technique, and he's expecting this safety 47. You see him right in the middle of the field. You're going to see him run back. He's supposed to be the deep help, but they're showing a one-high look. They're trying to disguise their coverage, but he doesn't get back fast enough. Tom Brady's just too good at manipulating the eyes of him. So this is what ends up getting this open. As you can see here, Tom's going to snap this football. Number 47, the safety, is watching Tom's eyes, who is over to the right. And that's going to move that safety. If you notice him right on the 30-yard line, his eyes are on Tom, and he's drifting to where Tom is looking to that seam route. And then Tom is going to snap his eyes at the top of the drop over to Brandon Cooks, and now the guy has to recover. So this guy is beat, okay? This is an open man, but once again, that's a long throw, and it results in an interception. Now, we can play hero ball, and we can say, well, if Tom makes that, it's a great play. The point is when you get in the 3rd and long, you need to damage control. And in a 13-10 game, you can't be forcing these kind of throws down the field because you're giving Miami the short field in a game where you're struggling to score. Sometimes you're going to have bad days, and you got to be able to get out of bad situations, okay? Why do we run these draws? Why do we do low-risk, high-reward plays versus like the Brandon Cooks one where we see high-risk throw, high risk, high reward, but also high risk. Yeah, the man was open. I got it. But there was that risk because the guy was able to make ground on a ball that you had to throw high in the air. And it ends up being interception. That's the risk. So let's look here. 3rd and 19, week 7, the Jets versus the Dolphins. Sorry to pick on the Dolphins here. But 3rd and 19 after a sack. So we're now, the Jets are going to play that low risk. Let's run a screen here to Matt Forte. It's early in the game. It's tied. Let's not get out of our way and force a turnover or, give a turnover up to Miami and let them get ahead of us, okay? Let's just do a low-risk screen to Matt Forte, 3rd and 19, and punt the ball out. We're in our own territory. We don't want to have field position be bad, so we throw a quick screen here to Forte, and then the miracle happens. Bad tackling, bad form, a broken tackle, a monster play. Pick it. Doesn't matter. Point is low risk, high reward. This is an example of the high reward that can occur 1 out of 10 times, 1 out of 30 times. But the point is there's a mental game to football. And if you're going to give up points early in a game because you want to try and force the ball downfield on 3rd and 19 or 3rd and 18 or 3rd and 16, that's going to hurt you later in the game, especially back to that Steelers and Lions game because it was so close late down the stretch. So the difference between going for 3 points, the safe 3 points, versus trying to force a touchdown at that point ended up deciding the game later on in the game. So that's what I want to talk about here. Is when you're watching football, you got to remember that every play matters. Okay, so sure, did a halfback draw on 3rd and 14 make a huge difference in the game? No, but throwing an interception on that down would have changed the entire structure of the game and possibly given one team the edge they needed to stop the game early or win it early, essentially. So it's less about getting the good play to score and more about avoiding the bad play, avoiding bad field position, and giving the team easy drives, easy turnovers, and easy touchdowns. I hope you enjoyed this. I know it ran a little long. We're about 18 minutes. Thank you for watching the video. Subscribe to Mikasa Sukasa Network for more sports-related videos. And if you have any requests, please hit me down in the comments below. I'll see you guys around. Look out for the next podcast coming up. We have some great guests coming up, so I hope you guys enjoy that. Thank you very much. I'm out.